Hey guys, if you're watching this video later on, it is a live video. Y'all, I like to do live streams, I would say at least 2 or 3 times a week. It's always my favorite thing to go live because it really gives an opportunity for you guys to give me your input on stuff that I'm doing and advice. That's one of the main reasons why I started this channel. So if you guys have any advice for anything, please leave a comment below. I'm A-okay with that. The only thing I always ask, guys, is also just remember to stay positive. I'm a big believer in, staying positive and being cool and putting out good stuff to the universe and all that jazz. Maybe that's just my hippie personality from growing up in Southern California back in the day. I don't know. But anyway, guys, I've always been a firm believer in staying kind and saying good stuff. So definitely always appreciate that. Hey guys, so I recently did a video and I just put it up where I was trying to replace the burrs on my Shardor 64 millimeter grinder. And y'all, I cut some really cool burrs from Very Barista. They were like great price, 40 some bucks is what they're online for the Burr set that is part of the Mazzer line, the Jolly. And I was so stoked and I really wanted to go ahead. I wanted it to work so bad, y'all. And yesterday I spent like 20, 30 minutes taking apart my, my system here and everything. And then it turns out I don't think these particular burrs are going to fit. If anyone has a recommendation on how to get them to fit, if I'm doing something wrong, please let me know in the comments. Let me know on that video or let me know here. Because I would like to see if they would fit in here, but I actually have ordered some new burrs to come, and I'm really excited. They should be arriving tomorrow. And y'all will be completing that video. So that was part one that I did, and part two will be getting the new burrs in there. So here's the thing, guys. I'm gonna be really honest. Anybody who watches my channel, you might know this about me. I like to get budget, budget, budget. My wife says I'm cheap. It's Father's Day, and she was asking me what I wanted for Father's Day. Let me plug in my Gemilai here. And I was like, I really want a DF64. It's gonna be about 400 bucks. It's like one of those grinders I really want, and I've been wanting for a long, long time. She's like, go ahead and get it. But guys, I have my Shardor 64 millimeter grinder, and that's like the ultimate budget grinder. And I'm just kind of like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, what? Why? Like I struggle with trying to part from my money. And I know that's crazy. That's something I got to get over. But so long story short, I'm getting burrs. And the burrs that I'm getting sent out to me, they're not SSP burrs. They're basically generic burrs. But I looked all over YouTube, and I don't see anyone doing any reviews on any generic burrs. So I'm going to try them. I'm one of those believers. Yes, you want to go for the best, but sometimes your pocketbook just doesn't equal the best. So one of the things I've always really tried to highlight when in doing my channel here, guys, is that, let me fix this. I want to show you guys the cheapest way, most economical way to have good espresso at home. Because there's a lot of folks out there that have amazing, professional, great YouTube channels. There's a lot of folks, and believe me, I watch all of them, guys. People like Lance and James and Hoffman and all those guys. But what I kind of struggle sometimes finding is folks like me who are really on a budget trying to figure it out. And for so long, I've shared this story before, I didn't make espresso at home. I was a barista in college. I love espresso. I love coffee. I would go to cafes, but I would just do pour overs and AeroPress, because in my mind, for like 20 years, I told myself, I have to have the best. I really wanted an Italian machine. And I was like, I'm not going to do it until I could get the right machine. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But for me, I was wasting time. And I'm going to encourage anybody who's watching this, don't waste time. If you're on the fence with jumping into espresso, if you haven't already, just go all feet in. There is so many amazing machines. And this machine right here, guys, is my favorite machine, hands down. And I've got about 10, 12 machines now. I just did a review video on a brand new one that's out where Gevi reached out to me to do a video on it. It is the new Gevi 58mm machine. Definitely watch that video. Y'all, super cool. But I'm going to just tell you right now, this is still my favorite one because it has that traditional boiler setup. This is Gemilai. This is the G3007 Powerhouse. There's a couple versions of it out now. And yeah. So let me go ahead. I just got it powered up. And one of the things I really love about it, I'm going to put a portafilter in there right now, is that because it has the group head up here. Actually, I'm going to do a different basket here. That is a boiler. Basically, you have a thermal stability built in that group head. So that's something really cool. Some of the best machines out there, like I was telling you, Italian machines, that's exactly, they have an E61, and that's exactly what they have. They have that group head, they have a boiler, and it's heated. Gemilai also has the Owl, which is an excellent system. I have that here in my coffee corner, and I'm actually going to be putting that in my kitchen here pretty soon, sitting next to my Gevi. And y'all, that's another great one. That one uses basically built-in heaters into the group head. So guys, let me go ahead, excuse me. I am going to be swapping these out. Here we go. I'm using this one. I was just testing the Gevi, and the Gevi uses a 3-year system. So that's why I needed to go ahead and do that. Alrighty. And so, like I mentioned, I just did a video today, I uploaded it, of the grinder here, basically the Shardor 64mm grinder. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, this was something that was really good about doing what I did. So when I went ahead and opened this thing up and got the burrs out, I basically kind of forced myself to put it back in place and recalibrate it and clean it out. And then when I recalibrated it, there was kind of a happy result from that, okay? The happy result is it's been able to grind even finer. So a lot of folks on there, when I first got this machine, were like, hey, it's something you want to recalibrate. I don't think they're wrong. So if you watch some videos on how to do it, it's going to be something I'm going to recommend. Awesome. Well, let's go ahead. I'm going to start pulling some espresso. We are going to get to pulling a shot here. I'm just kind of getting the workspace in order. Okay. I'm going to be using my dye fluid scale. And we have some newer beans I just got this week. So we're going to pull some of those. Okay. Alrighty. So we are using today Airship. So Airship Urban Spice. I'm going to do 18 grams to get started. And then we'll see where this live takes us. And I really want to show you how fine this thing has been getting. It's crazy. Alrighty, let me go ahead and zero this out. Alrighty. I'm going to do 18 grams. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a video pretty soon. I just got the new version of this scale that's being done really with an affordable brand by Dye Fluid, where they've reduced the cost to it. So I'm going to be testing that out and big kind of. Oh, I'll just tell you guys, it's basically the same thing, but I'm going to show you guys just for the sake of just showing you. It's kind of cool. I like that they're doing that. I think it's a good thing that they kind of know that, you know, they need to bring down that price point a little bit. So they're just starting a whole new sister company to do that. All right, cool. We're at 18 grams. Yeah, this stuff is delicious. Oh my goodness. This is Airship. It's quickly becoming one of my new favorites. Okay. And there might be a little bit of dialing in that I have to do just because, like I said, the grinder, after putting it, you know, playing with it yesterday, I kind of had to almost start again with it. Hey, it's swimming in the espresso pool is a good pool, my friend. Yeah, exactly. You got to jump right on in. Make some espresso at home. The key to good coffee is good fresh beans. Good fresh beans, good grinder. Do it yourself. Have fun. Seriously. That's the way to go. That is totally the way to go. Alrighty. All right, let's get this stuff in the grinder. And I appreciate your patience, guys, because I just needed to kind of rework the workspace a little bit. Yeah, that's the one thing. I'm very limited in my workspace. So we're going to go direct to portafilter. Okay. Whoop. It would be helpful if I turned it on. Okay, there we go. We're making a mess. And I just realized something. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I had it at the wrong grind setting. Oh, bummer. But it's okay. I'm still going to try it. Like I was mentioning, guys, I literally just calibrated this thing and it's been going way finer than even before. So, and I made a big mess over there. So, forgive me for that. Oh man, goodness gracious. Okay. Yeah, anytime you recalibrate your grinder, sometimes it's like you kind of relearn some of the settings. So, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. Let's go and hit this thing with a force tamper, MH bomber. And this might be, this is going to be interesting. This might be a little bit of an anomaly here. Yeah, Alex. Thanks, man. I'm with you. Beans are everything. Beans are everything. As I drop stuff. Oh my goodness. Yeah, all my workspace, I kind of just recently kind of had to rework some stuff because I had to move everything around. So it's definitely, things get jumbled up. You know, you get used to putting stuff some places and then things get jumbled up. All right. And I'm going to be using my new scale here. Okay. Yeah, everything's about those beans. Okay, so I got 18 out, 18 grams in, and so aim for about 30 seconds. Yeah, guys, I knew this was going to be a fast, messy one. Like I said, my grind size was so off. I'll just stop it there because I already know it's going to be not the best. Oh, man, about 18 seconds. 20 so out. Yeah, I already knew that was not going to be the greatest. That wasn't going to be the prettiest one. No way. No way. No shape, no form there. Let's give it a little stir and a little taste for, for luck. I knew that was going to be bad. Cheers. Still tasty. Still tasty. I mean, come on now. What do they call it? Turbo shot? Oh, man. Goodness gracious. Not bad. I'm still kind of surprised. Again, I think it's only because it's good coffee, guys. Airship does a really good job. This is their Peruvian washed. I just put this on the ratio earlier today, so I did a pour over on the ratio. You guys, that machine's really awesome. It is pretty pricey. I'm definitely going to say that right now, especially for my taste. But the fact that they sent it to me for review, I'm very appreciative of that, and I really enjoy being able to show you guys that type of stuff too. But the ratio has been awesome. My son is the one who's been using the ratio the most, but I think every day we're doing about 2 or 3 cups or more on the ratio. So I'm telling you guys, it is pretty cool. Been pretty impressed, needless to say. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's pull a prettier shot here. Let's do this right. I'm gonna go ahead and just clean this up a little bit because I made a mess. There's just no other way to say it. Thankfully, I have a trash can right here. All right, so let's go ahead, pull another 18 and get that grind size right. So, like I was mentioning the other day, I went ahead and had to take this thing apart. Yeah, guys, I was like at a 20. I'm actually going to bring it down a lot more. I'm going to go down from a 20 to a 15. But after calibrating this thing, I've been able to go way finer. I could actually pull this thing to the point when it came out of the box for the Shardor. Even if I went to the 0 point, the burrs really weren't touching. I could hear that it was getting closer, but they weren't really touching. Now, if I take it to 0 point, I'm touching. So I backing it off a bit, and it's been able to go even finer than I ever thought possible with this thing. So if you have one, do your research. Full disclaimer: do your research. Before you jump into it. But I would recommend calibrating it. Han has an amazing video on it. Han, oh goodness, Lance, James. I mean, they've all done the videos that are very similar, but Han's my favorite. I get so much respect for Han. So if you are not subscribed to him and you were thinking about getting into coffee, please, that gentleman is the master at coffee. His lives are awesome. I love to watch Han's lives. Matter of fact, I just put out my video, and I didn't realize he was going live, and I got a notification when I was watching my premiere on my last video, and I literally, as soon as I was done, I was watching Han's video. That's how good the Han stuff is. Oh, man. They are, man. I really love this. The Peruvian beans, I really favor the Americas when it comes to my coffee. I am an indigenous person. I'm Native American and from California. My family is literally. I was telling this to someone. They kind of blew their mind a little bit. I'm also Native American from California, so not even just Native American, and I'm Mexican, but my family was one of the first Spanish families to ever settle the New World, but I'm also indigenous. So it's crazy because, I don't know if that's the reason why, but man, Mexico, Peru, Cuba, Colombia, all those guys, I can never get enough of it. I just love it. Yeah, Peru does some great stuff. Oh, man. Oh, so good, so good, for sure. Alrighty, so let's go ahead now that we got this dialed in. Let's do that. Yeah, amazing. I just had ethical beans, and with ethical beans, they tell you the farm that did it, and all that. Um, I mean, they give you all the details, so it's kind of cool to know all that. I love finding that out. So I like buying from local roasters. You know, hey guys, I'm going to show you this too. So this was at with the finest setting, really quick. Here's some of the coffee from earlier, and this is Turkish level. So this is definitely Turkish level. So I mean, look at that. I could paint with this. It's crazy. So after doing the calibration, and what's crazy is I really didn't need to do much to it. I just made sure everything was tightened up and good. You know, that's all there. I lucked out. I lucked out because there wasn't a lot of fiddling I needed to do. It was already kind of leveled out. But when I had gotten to the unit, I made sure that the main bolt was tightened down. So I think that kind of had a lot to do with it. But yeah, I mean, goodness gracious. I just had to show you guys that. That is crazy, crazy fine. Yeah, so that's the question. Alex asked if I had any advice for French press and always a get a consistency issue. So here's kind of my opinion with French press. I actually go a little more fine than what people recommend. But see, I'm one of those folks. This is going to get some people, this is a little divisive. Some people really freak out about fines. I'm not one of those. I like it thick. I like a good mouthfeel. So I actually tend to go a little bit finer with my French press. I tend to make it more like a mocha pot than even a French press, and I make sure it's good contact time, but I do go finer. The where I've felt that I've gotten some of the best results in my French press is I'll go fine, and then I'll use every now and then I have used a filter. Um, if you want that cleaner taste, but I don't know. I like it grit and all. You know, I guess that's kind of just personal preference. A lot of folks freak out about that. So that's why they say to go coarser, less fines, look at your brew times. Uh, there are some great recipes out there. I mean, the master himself, you know, at recipes, James Hoffman has a really good one for sure. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's activate this. Go. Actually gonna put the collar on this puppy. There we go. That's good. Alrighty. Yeah, French press is awesome. I remember working in a cafe in the early 2000s, and I feel like that was like that late 90s, early 2000s. That was like the rage to, you know, present French press. You know, those are the days before stuff like AeroPress and all that. You know, I was telling my kid, I'm like, I remember the days before AeroPress. To a 17-year-old, that's like saying, you know, you're old. Maybe I am. All right. Yeah, AeroPress is one of my favorites too. Goodness gracious. Yeah, we make a lot of coffee in our house. Needless to say. Wow. What a difference. Now, I hope I don't choke the machine on this one. Do not want to do that. There we go. Let's go ahead and add the puck screen. There we go. Yeah, big difference. Even putting it into the portafilter, I knew that was going to be off with that last one. Still tasty. I mean, I can't beat that. All right, guys, let me try to figure out the shot here really quick. Yeah, this is the tricky one because the one thing about this is that it's not quite magnetized. You might be, yeah, I think y'all can see a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and get this shot pulled. Yeah, a little slow, but way better. Definitely better. This is definitely gonna go a little bit longer. And then my pressure is just not where I'd want it to be. But hey, I'll take that over the other shot. Still looks pretty. All right, stopping it right at 35 and 38. I guess that's not too bad. You know, not too bad. All right, let's go ahead and give this a little taste and a stir. And then, of course, guys, I'm going to put this one on the refractometer here. Yeah, it's pretty soon I'm going to do a video. Big kind of spoiler, though. I realized when they sent me over their budget-friendly refractometer, it's still the same refractometer. And the scale is basically the same. So, yeah, I think what I really, I do like that they're trying to get that cost down. I guess that's the most important part. And Dye Fluid makes really good quality stuff. So that's the one thing that's kind of been blowing my mind. Okay, so 10.44. Let me go ahead and show that to you guys. Definitely in the right range, 100%. 10.44. Let's go ahead and give this a little taste. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, that looks, wow, that looks way better. Oh, yeah. So this one, oh, man. They really got the tasting notes correct. Basically, apple, macadamia nut, and cocoa. So I think they really hit the nail on the head to this on this one. This is tasty. This is an amazing coffee. It's like sharp, but not like from too much acid. It tastes bright. Mouthfeel is awesome. Yeah, like I said, guys, I do kind of like a little thicker. I like my espresso pretty juicy. So, like I said, tomorrow.